Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Tyro Talk with your host Donald Wonder. Oh, it's been a fun summer blockbuster period for movies, Hollywood blockbusters. We're coming to the end, not the end of summer. I think there's only a few summer blockbusters out. And I do want to say, guys, I've actually watched all the summer blockbuster movies, even though I haven't reviewed them on Planet Tyro. If you follow me on Facebook, you notice I speak about them just in blurbs. But I only want, I don't know, I'm very selective about what we talk about here on Planet Tyro. But ironically, I'm going to talk about two movies and an article because this is more of a point of commentary on something I want to get into. So let's start with Jurassic World. I saw Jurassic World on opening weekend, and let me go into my past a little bit. Jurassic World, the reason why I saw it in the cinema is I've always had a thing. I never saw Jurassic Park in the cinema when it originally came out in 1992 or whatever. It's because I was too young to get in the cinema, and my brothers went and they always held it against me. That was amazing, the dinosaurs, and I just thought, I always had it in my heart that I've got to see Jurassic Park in the cinema one day. Jurassic Park 2 and 3 were shit. I saw the rest of them on video, and when I saw Jurassic Park 1 at home, I thought, oh, I wish this was in the cinema. So when I saw Jurassic World, I saw the trailer, everything about it looked like this is the movie I wanted to see back in the day, and it looks even better than the first one. And when I went to see Jurassic World with Chris Pratt as the leading charismatic man, I got exactly what I wanted. Dumb dinosaur action, people getting eaten, people getting chased. It was a great fun time. I wasn't expecting anything intellectual because it's a stupid movie about genetic dinosaurs in the modern age. But I enjoyed it for what it was. And again, anyway, let's talk about Terminator now. Terminator Genesis I just saw the other day, opening weekend again. I was one of the first to see it. And Terminator is pretty much the same. Terminator 2 came out close to Jurassic World time. I was too young to see it again. And when I saw Terminator 2 on home video, I wish I saw it in the cinema. So, but ironically, with Terminator Genesis now, Terminator 3 was a piece of shit. Terminator Salvation 4 was terrible. So I had no hope for Genesis. On top of that, Arnold Schwarzenegger has been hamming it up in all of his movies recently, doing all of his old catchphrases, and I think he's a very charming, charismatic fellow. Don't get me wrong, I love him as an action star as well, but the guy's old. Don't get it twisted, and he's way past his prime. And he's not. Sylvester Stallone is another one that is similar, but he's actually somehow rebooting his franchises in a way that's working. Arnold Schwarzenegger, now he's starting with Terminator, he's going to do Conan. I saw the trailer for Terminator Genesis and I thought to myself, this looks like a cash grab. Stupid recycled action scenes. Why is he back? He looks like an old Terminator. Blah, 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 blah. But you know what? Still, this is going to be my first Terminator I see in the movie theater, so let me go and see it. I saw Terminator Genesis, and you know what? To my surprise, it was an entertaining movie that I didn't hate. And I found just fun. Arnold Schwarzenegger was great in he was great. All that hamminess, this is where it came from. And in this role, this is what it was meant to be. So the woman playing Sarah Connor Khaleesi or whatever, she was fine. The other guy playing the guy, the plot was actually okay. I never really liked the plot in Terminator 3 and 4. I thought they were just, But this one was like, I actually care somewhat about what's going on. I care. Where the movie failed was the action scenes. They weren't original, they were recycled, and the more I think about it, the more I think like they really dropped the ball with the action. But I still enjoyed it on a whole, and I thought this was going to be a complete train wreck. Now, Jurassic World has broken all box office records. I think even done bigger than the Avengers, which has been a shock to me and everyone else. At the time of this recording, Terminator Genesis isn't doing that well. Domestically, it didn't do well in America. Apparently, worldwide, it might recoup its budget or whatever. The whole point of me making this video is actually not to speak about the movies. I just wanted to give you the little brief spillage about that. But I want to talk about this article I saw about turning off your brain. I've been accused of saying this myself with certain movies. You need to go into this movie like Fast and the Furious and turn off your brain and don't think about the logic and just enjoy it for what it is. This article did a really good job at saying why not only can you not do that, it's not good. Even for a popcorn dumb action movie, you need some logic. You need some kind of believability, even in fiction, to make it enjoyable. Now, in saying that, some people have an emotional attachment to these movies where they have nostalgia and they remember that it, you know, some of these early, like Terminator 1, it was just like a chase movie, but people look at them, it's a great sci-fi movie, and they overthink about these movies. But when we think about them now, we can see them more for what they are. So, Terminator Genesis, for example, people say this is a travesty, it was a cash grab, and it was horrible, and I hated it, so despicable. I'm like, when you look at this movie in pieces, I'm not saying turn off your brain. Look at the movie for what it is. These machines have gone back 4 or 5 times doing the same shit. Sending robots back, Skynet, artificial intelligence is silly. It's okay from a critical standpoint. It's interesting science fiction, but they've done it 5 fucking times. What are you guys really expecting? See, is this the movie you really want to have expectations from? Now, saying that, if you came to the movie and you just did not have fun, then I can't critique you on the fun you're having. If you didn't have fun with it, that's your call and you're entitled to that opinion. I had fun with it, but I wasn't expecting sci-fi genius or sci-fi logic in this movie. I didn't even find the movie complicated, to be honest with you. I thought it was very understandable in terms of the parallel lines or whatever. But the bottom line is, Jurassic Park, again, that's another one where some people are like, it's a dumb movie. It was a spit in the face of Jurassic Park. It was just a cash grab. This is a movie about genetically modified dinosaurs in the modern age, killing people. For the fourth time! What are you expecting? Logic this time? Guys, put it in perspective. Now, the article was great at saying why you can never turn off your brain. If we turn off our brains, we wouldn't be able to eat. We wouldn't be able to eat the popcorn when we're watching the movie because our brains wouldn't be functioning. You want a semblance of logic when you're watching a TV show or movie, even if it's the stupidest movie ever. You need it to be consistent or be honest about what it's doing. The films I'll never forgive are films where it's like a formula. They just have a list of things they think are going to make the movie good. Let's put in action hero, action star, that's it. I wish I could think of a good example. I would say Green Lantern, but even Green Lantern, I watched it, I was like, it's a bad movie, but I think they tried, but they just failed. Die Hard 5 is a movie where they just that's a cash grab completely. No originality, no creativity, complete shit. I wouldn't compare Die Hard 5 to Terminator Genesis. They tried here, they didn't try into the Die Hard 5. So, my whole point in this video is, instead of people, I'm not going to say turn off your brain, but I will say, when you come to certain movies, know what you're walking into. Another point is people call me a goddamn hypocrite. Like, oh, Don, you say you just sat back and enjoyed Terminator Genesis, but you could criticize The Legend of Korra. The Legend of Korra says, why couldn't you just sit back and enjoy? I still get messages about how much I over-criticize Legend of Korra. People, when people with sense are writing a story and they're trying to put adult themes in there, and they go off the rails and introduce themes for no reason, I can't forgive that. That's the kind of thing that pisses me off. When writers are going in all these different directions, it's not forgivable for me. Other movies where they just come in, Fast and the Furious, they just come in, knowing what they are, not even being self-aware, but they don't pretend to be anything. I can forgive that. I can get with it. I can not turn off my brain, but I can know what I'm getting into and just whatever, and just enjoy it. But at the end of the day, experiences will vary. But nowadays, I'm a lot more relaxed and I try not to put so much of my own nostalgia in these things because honestly, I don't want to say it. I don't want to overgeneralize. A movie's just a movie. No. In every movie, there's a semblance of storytelling or a semblance of comedy or something that they're trying to sell to you. Depending on how they're selling it to me and why they've done it is what I'm going to critique the most. I think that's the best way I put on how I kind of critique these movies. Because some people call me hypocrite. You judge this too harshly, but in this one you were forgiven that. Even people said, Interstellar, you gave it a first class. Now look, it's a piece of shit when you break it down. You know, when you leave a movie, most times you either feel like, when you leave a movie, most times, I speak for myself. I come away from it feeling a little bit less positive that, you know, that buzz dies down. When you really enjoy a movie, you leave and you come home and think about it. You think, okay, it wasn't that good. Sometimes, the lesser times, you think, you know what, that was better than I thought. But more times than not, you like a movie just a little bit less than you did when you walked out of the cinema. So, you know, yeah, Interstellar for me now, I wouldn't give it a first class. I would still give it a solid B because I think it's got a lot of atmosphere. But again, that movie was trying to be a little bit more intellectual. I don't think it betrayed that, but some of it now, on reflection, does make sense. And you are entitled to change your opinion or whatever. But like I said, in most cases, and to cut this short now, people should just know what they're going into before that. This was a travesty. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles is a classic movie. They went and Michael Bay redid it, and it's a piece of shit now. I'm like, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles? Really? You want to get riled up about that shit? So anyway, I never had a personal attachment to Jurassic World or Terminator. I just wanted to see them because of nostalgia. They were both fun for me. But hey, if you hated the movie because you felt like it betrayed your childhood or the science fiction was illogical, fine. But then I will always think, when you came into this movie, did you really think about what you were watching? Did you really think about, I'm going to see Terminator 4 when the last 3 were bad, or Jurassic Park 4 when the last, I'm just saying. Put it in context before you walk in, and especially before you criticize me for being an overthinker. Because I do like to think, I defend my points of view when I review these movies. And if you notice, I didn't review these movies because I don't really have that much to say on them. I put things in their categories. Popcorn movie, intellectually thinking movie, and so on. So let me leave it there, guys, because I'm not long enough. I think you get the point. Interesting article, turn off your brain. I'll put it on the screen, a link in the description below as well. Let me know what you think as usual, guys. It's been another episode of Tyro Talk, off the cusp, right off my brain. I hope you appreciate it. And I do want to hear your thoughts, so let us know, because we want to hear the comments. I always appreciate the comments, guys. I keep telling you, leave a comment down below. I want to hear what you think. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button to get more content to your video while I point here, there, and everywhere. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Peace.